We are back. We are back. Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Postman. You know the vibe. We are back. It's goddamn it Friday, y'all. It's goddamn it Friday. It's your story. Tell it how you want to. That's the new theme now. It's your story. Tell it how you want to. Shout out to the chat room goons. What's up, Chili Willie? Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in, man. Once again, man, click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment down below so when that dope content hit, it'll feel like it's the first and the 15th. And the mail room sort machine and the money counts be. What's good? What's good? We are back. How you guys are doing out there, man? How's your Friday going, man? First and foremost, everybody in the chat room. See my shirt, man? See that Hood Postman from A to Z, street therapist. From the Hood Postman, I'm from A to Z, street therapist. What's good, OG Steve? What's good? I see North Carolina in the house. What's good, North Carolina? How's the weather out there? It's probably raining in North Carolina. Doing that. What's good, man? It's Friday, man. It's anything goes, man. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. What up? What up? What up, ball gang? What the ball game is in the house? Craig Moore. What's shout out to Craig Moore, man? Deuces, man. What's up, player? Man, listen, man. I ain't no player, but I'm player made. I keep some player ways to keep them being played. Hey, man, I just made this shirt, bro. I just made this shirt. I'm a street therapist. Relaxing, belly man. You relaxing, Steve? OG Steve say he relaxing, man. I'm relaxing too, man. I'm at the house. Man, I got in early enough to jump on this broadcast. Make sure I get in here with the chat room goons. The mail machine is sorting. Man, Christopher Hollis, what up, what up, what up, what up? What it do? Hey, man, did y'all check me out today? I think, who was that? The Gangster Chronicles posted a little something, something. They posted a little something, something. You know, they didn't get a full bar. They didn't, you know what I mean? I don't think they interviewed. What do you guys think about that interview? I didn't think they did it right for some reason. I don't know. It felt like it wasn't captured right. How about that? You know, because I can go in when I want to, but then there's times when I don't feel like just going all the way. You know what I mean? I always hold something back or I always say something for the next time because DJ Vegas, what's good, man? Still, you still at work? Damn it, man. Man, I got off DJ, man. I got done today about 12:30, bro. I was pushing too, man. I did not want to be because I had to fight that Vegas traffic to get home. You know, everybody be hitting that 15 going to Vegas. That traffic right there is a different animal, bro. Trust me on the Friday. That is a Marlena Williams. Hey, how are you doing today? The mail room is the mail room and the mail machine is sorting. Yeah. Oh, homie, for your section getting interviewed on the G Lou. Shout out to G Lou. That's my guy over there. OG Steve. John Becknell. What's going on, man? From Flatbush. Man, Flatbush, man. We got folks up there in Flatbush, all up there in Brownsville, all up there. Yeah. But them Brownsville boys tell a turtle story, man. Man, T Money, man. That was my guy, man. That was my guy, man. T Money, man. It was always never a dull moment with him, man. Just always the guy, man. You know, he would me and him would hook up on various occasions and we hit the skating ring, we hit the street racers. and we hit this multiple places, man. I even took them, you know, back in the day. They used to have the Carolina West, man. Everybody familiar with Carolina West? Well, maybe not everybody. Jude Foster. Hey, G, did you get that phone number I sent to you, bro? Hope you got it, man. That's two Menace's wife, so you can get the information you need through that source, bro. But man, you got any Tuesday early Seattle? Yeah, my boy T-Bone up in there, man. You know, man, the Towns was up in Seattle for quite a while, man. Bang that like button. That's right. So anyway, back to Turtle. So man, there was always the girls, man. They loved them some Turtle, man. Kenny Wayne Johnson. Good looking out on that. Yeah, yeah, right on, bro. He was and you know, you could tell when he always got mad, man. He wouldn't even say he was Turtle. He'd tell him, "My name is Kenny Wayne Johnson." When he started hollering that, you knew it was on and crack. It was just something about his voice that just would carry over, man, that would alert all the homies, you know what I mean? That would put us like attention. I'm telling you, man, those mantras, put the word out. If we can't get it, it can't get got. Went to the places where the people told us not to go. Those things was straight motivation, man. That was like rocket fuel, you know what I mean? Hopefully, let's see, good looking on. Yeah, right on, right on. Santana Block gets still cry. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, we get the guy. JT was always just telling, man, I'm gonna pull off my slacks, kick back, and go get me some bags. When I used to drop him off at night. But it's one incident, man. It had to be about I'm trying to think of the year that happened. Had to be around about 80, 79, 80, 79, 80, somewhere along there. And I was at J Dog's house. J Dog, Scrunchy, Big Roro, Vicky, Dumbo. I was at their house. At that time, I was wearing the bebop with the long maxi coat. Because remember back in the day, we used to wear maxi coats, man. You know what I mean? Because we was gangsters. That's what gangsters were. We run that maxi coat and had that pistol stabbed in the pocket. You know what I mean? And they goddamn it in your pocket. You either had a 38, 32, 22. You know, wasn't really nothing else back then during that time. Yeah, well, it was, but it was like seldom seen. It wasn't until 83, 84 when the money, the structure of money and how it picked up based on the cocaine trade and everything to where it was just a flux of military grade weapons coming into our hands. But anyway, Turtle hit the corner and I could tell the way he called my name that something was terribly wrong, you know, something terribly was wrong. But anyway, this particular grading is right on Crystal. I see you. I see you. Hooper 40. I bet you better watch out. Yeah, that's who house I was at. You better watch out. Scrunchy and Big J Dog. They were brothers actually. And and Turtle Mom had called him. Back then we didn't have no cell phones. We didn't even have pages back then. You would have to call somebody's house, and then they would have to come out and tell you, hey, somebody on the phone for you, something like that. Remember, they used to have to, if you was on the phone too long, the operator used to break through and say, hey, we have an interruption for such and such, such and such. Can we please break the line? You remember that? So that was during that time when used to have to break the line. The other bomber jackets, it was Brooklyn in the early 80s. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We wore the bomber jackets too, bro. Yeah. So anyway, um, somebody had thrown a cocktail bomb in his mom's bedroom. And it was a day I'll never forget. it was like, mm, it was just a terrible day. You know what I mean? Altogether for the individuals and the perpetrators that tried to initiate that attack. You know, on T's. See what had been happening though. I had been picking him up. You know what I mean? Because he was living in the Eugenia village at the time, and I would pick him up. Hold on just a second. What's that? Sorry about that. I thought somebody had knocked on my door. So I would pick him up, right, from Eugenia Village. And of course, Eugenia Village was Village Pyro or something back then. And they would watch us, you know what I mean? They would never say nothing though. You know what I mean? But they knew who he was because his sister Dawn went to Centennial, and they even found out at the school that her brother was Turtle, digging that artwork behind you, Professor. Yeah, that's that elephant. That's that good luck right there. Yep, that's that good luck. So what happened? They threw a cocktail bomb and caught the mother's bedroom on fire. And man, we responded in a way. It was like, you remember that cartoon Autobots? We were like the Autobots. That's how we came together on that ass. On that ass, you know. And went over there and dealt them a terrible blow. A blow that crippled that whole power structure over there, you know what I mean? Because we were really trying to leave them alone and not get too involved with them because the homie lived up in there, his mom's lived up in there, and he would go home from time to time. Yeah, the elephant in the room. He would go home from time to time, but I would always take him home. And unknown to them, man, as soon as we put up, man, we had them goddammits in our hand. Everybody in the car had one. He had one. I had one. Gangster had one. If Gangster was with it, Twin had one. You know, it didn't matter. You know, we all had them. You know what I mean? Just we was very prepared for circumstances and situations due to the demographics of which we lived in and where we were strategically located within the city of Compton. Because once again, we're on Rosecrans. Yeah, Autobots. Autobots roll out. So we're basically surrounded. So the engagement was like every day. Um, People were coming through. You know what I mean? So there was times, man. Listen, man, it's my right hand that they would be like. There was a time where I came out the spot on Spring, Bad Habit Rabbit, to my homie Bad Habit Rabbit. Me, Twin, or somebody was in the back, and Bad Habit Rabbit came out the front house. And I'm kind of switching stories a little bit. And just to show you, put things in context so you have some parameters to know this how this thing was calibrated around us. You know what I mean? This was day to day stuff. You know, it was no joke. And when he knocked on the door, I came and answered it, thinking because but I see Rab take off, and right when he took off, that's when I heard them, man. And they came from the side. They came from the side of the house, and they was busting. You know, that's the type of stuff we used to have to deal with and be ready for. You know what I mean? It was split second, momentarily stuff. You know what I mean? And the dudes ran up in the house, right? And matter of fact, whoever was in the house with me ran out, and I'm the only one in there. So when they come up in there, I could hear them, but I ran to the back because the Goddammit was laying over to the side. I couldn't get to it. So I got up in the shower, and the shower had that little ledge like this here, and then it went back, but the little ledge was like this here. And back then I'm thin. I'm like this here. And the dude was right there. He didn't see me. Didn't see me. I'm sure he would have shot me had he known I was right there. I'm sure he would have. But anyway, back to Turtle. So that day, we declared war on them, man. Went over there and smashed them. And I don't think they even saw it coming, you know what I mean? Because we went over there about 50 deep. And one of my homies, I never get Limon, man. He had that 62 Falcon. Limon had about 8 people stacked up in a Falcon. Right over there. It was too funny. Hey, Belly, don't sue me. But I'm gonna use that phrase alive. Which phrase are you talking about? But I use that phrase. Which one? Alive. And everything else is none. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Once you wake up, everything else is negotiable, bro. Anything else. All you gotta do is wake up. What's up? What's up, Big Deb? They go Big Deb, man. The Big Deb just jumped in the mail room. Man, the mail room is sorting, really, man. Y'all coming up in it. But anyway, so we went up in there, man, and they actually ran in an apartment, tried to close the door. A couple cats I saw them get knocked through the fence, and they couldn't even close their door, man. We went and beat up a whole apartment. Straight whooped them, man. You know what I mean? You know, straight whooped them. Vladimir dad, Millie Mail, it's me. Jam. What's up, Jam? What's good, man? I shouted you out too. Shout out to my man Jam, man. Take care of me, man. Good looking, man. I appreciate you, Jam. What's good, bro? Man, I shouted you out the other day, man. I went live Wednesday. I definitely had you. You and another brother from Riverside named Wesley, man. Anytime I'm running to any of you guys out there, and you guys come up to me and greet me, I'm so humbled by that. I'm so humbled by that. So once again, bro, I appreciate you, man. Love you for that, bro. So once again, man, so we took care of that, man. But the crazy part about it, man, late at night, man, we went back, and these during the time, man, when you would go back to your neighborhood and tell all your homies, look, man, it ain't good. Get out the streets. We always took care of our people. We always never initiated anything or done anything that we left our people in harm's way. You never supposed to leave your team, your comrades, your homies, the people that that you just hang with, you grew up with, you threw up with, whatever you did, man, you don't leave them in harm's way. So we went to Alpine Village, right? We go to Alpine Village. Alpine Village was popping back then. That's when Dr. Dre and what was the name of that? The Egyptian Lover, what was the name? Uncle Jam's Army and all them people, man. They was giving dances up there, right? So we get up there, man. It's still, man, we don't even pick up about more people by this time, because now, we don't took the whole neighborhood. We took the whole neighborhood to Alpine Village. Matter of fact, if I remember correctly, that's probably the last time Alpine Village invited Black people as a whole. I'm talking about as giving an event or a party, or or a concert or whatever at Al. That's probably like one of the last times. And this is way back in '80, man. We went up there, man, and Uncle Jam Army had the nerve to try to tell us that we couldn't get in. Man, are you kidding? Do you know who we are? Everybody got on the black khakis, black shirt, black rags. But back then we was wearing the pillars with the button all the way to the top. We had the waistlines. Man, we wound up having to whoop Uncle Jam's Army. Man, it was one cat standing up there, man. This dude had a hammer, man. He had a hammer in his head. Man, my homie Ronnie Charles came from the side and cracked. Bah! It was too funny, man. And, man, it's Goddammit Friday, man. This is what we do on Goddammit Friday, man. We tell these stories, man, in good humor, good taste, and we don't get too vulgar. We don't curse. We don't disrespect. It's a swap meet. It's a swap meet now? Oh, wow. Yeah, man. Alpine Village used to be the stuff back then, man. It was our thing, man. We hit the Alpine Village. We used to hit the workshop. We used to hit the work showcase. But before the workshop, the workshop was called the car wash. Anna was wearing a red tracksuit back then. Yeah. Yeah. It's goddamn Friday, man. Uh, yeah, so, back then, man, it was all cracking, man. Just those spots right there I just named, it was let's see, the car wash, then became the workshop, then it was the showcase, Alpine Village, and also the name of the game was cracking back then, and the Carolina West. So we should hit it all, man. I know y'all kind of young, you probably don't remember whatever happened to James and Ronnie. Ronnie Martin? Oh man, you remember J Mac? J Mac and Ronnie Martin? J Mac, man. Actually J Mac passed in what's the name of that spot up north? I can't even think of it, but it's a federal prison up north, man. He had a heart attack, bro. Shout out to J Mac and his family. Rest in peace, J Mac. And Lil Ronnie's in Vegas still. Him and Floyd James and all of them, they all out there in Vegas. Yeah, that was a love one, man. J Mac, man. J Mac used to stay into it with Lil George. J Mac and Lil George, I think they like the same girl or something, man. A lot of that stuff was started on vagina, man. A lot of those beats back then, it was over vagina. I'm telling you, man. Real stuff, man. Whole neighborhoods would go to war, man, because one dude was messing with one girl, and then she would mess with the Crip dude, and then she tipping on the side with the blood dude, or vice versa. You know what I mean? So that's how a lot of that stuff got kicked off, man. There was even times where Michael LeBlanc, Salty, was known for creeping over there, man, because Michael, he was a handsome dude, man. So a lot of the Pyroulettes, they liked them some Salty, and they would risk it all, for him. What's up, man? Like, man, in that chat. Right on, Michelle. Appreciate you. Oh, that's what my smile is. Right on. Content. Right on. I appreciate that, Lisa. Thank you. We just keep it fair. We keep it smooth. We keep it calm, and we keep it, jolly. You know what I mean? Well, maybe not jolly, but keep it fun. That's it. Crazy for that. You crazy for that one. Yeah, countries haven't went to war over women. Yeah, they have, man. Over vagina, man. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it a stack and keeping it in a band. You know. I'm quite sure Crystal and Michelle and Marlena, they probably don't have a couple of wars over them. They probably been in the middle of a couple of wars. you know. The ladies, they be like just chilling. Lisa, you too. That's why I'm here, right? Skunk Dog. What's tapping in, god damn it. Yeah, so a couple of, a lot of stuff has happened. Big deal.
God damn it,
Big deal.
Friday.
It's goddamn it Friday, man. How many wars have
Yeah.
started over vagina in your neighborhood, Big deal?
Oh man, a whole bunch of them. Over vagina?
Yeah, over
Oh
vagina,
man,
man.
I'll tell you about that vagina, man. That's probably the most powerful piece to a chessboard in the game culture, man.
So give it.
The dude was killed over that vagina, man.
That's what I'm saying. See, even Big Deb, y'all missing it, man. I'm telling y'all, man.
Yeah, killed over that vagina.
Dudes would
Yeah.
literally go to
Mm-hmm.
war over vagina, man. I'm talking about get into it bad.
Yeah. And then when you was young, you wanted that vagina. You seen that girl walking there, that big butt, the big old hips, you couldn't resist. No matter who
Couldn't
woman it
resist,
was,
man.
you
Couldn't
got to, you had to
resist,
have it.
man. Couldn't resist, man.
You had to have it.
Yeah, that's just the interesting part about it. You know what I mean? And then when it get ugly is when somebody lose their life over it. You know what I mean? I've seen
Mm-hmm.
fights over it, of course, man. But then there was tough moments where dudes actually lost their life. You know,
Mm-hmm. And the girl be long and gone after that.
that's what Marlena told you, Big Dale. You see that?
Planning on taking the queen off the board. Same, same. Oh yeah, take the queen off the board.
And you're right.
My chess game.
You're right about that. You read that one, Dale.
Castle Grant. France. Pretend
Skunk
to be
dog.
queen for the women.
She identified her as beige.
Oh yeah, they be too cool to fight over a woman. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Look, skunk dog say.
Mm-hmm.
This was the goddamn it Friday is all about, man. It's just having fun and enjoying ourselves. You know what I mean? And
Skunk dog. SD. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, Crystal,
Uh-huh.
Craig Moore, guys took chances in different hoods over. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right, man. You know what I mean? There was dudes even, man. There was times with my homie Midnight, right? Ivan Brooks. He was going with Janellis, and Janellis lived at least maybe midways on Pearl. And then at the corner of Pearl was Herman Jr., Willie T, and Gillian and Michael Tyler, all their houses right there. That's where all the Pyrus used to be. They used to be at that house. And Vincent Jones was going with Janela's sister, other sister. Vincent Jones was a U.S. boy, but a lot of U.S. turned Crip, and then the rest of them turned Pyro. But anyway, and IB, man, sometime when he come up out of there, they would be waiting. I said, IB,
Mm-hmm.
why you keep going over there though? You know, he would
Yeah.
come back and tell me all these stories about dudes chasing him, after him. You know, he always had a goddamn it with him. You know what I mean? Of course, but how could he
Mm-hmm.
possibly shoot anybody? You know, only thing he could do was pull the goddamn it out and make people get up off of him. But for him to literally just shoot somebody, he was caught. You know what I mean? Because they all knew
Mm-hmm.
he was. They all knew where he was going, who he was going to see. It just was, man. It just was irregular, man. Irregardless to the fact that I guess he had a disregard for the fact that all the Pyrus was down in the corner, but he wanted to be with Janelle so bad that he was willing to risk it all.
Mm-hmm. I
She
got
said,
caught slipping too. I didn't try to risk it all and got caught.
"Yeah,
You know, like I
rest in
say,
peace
man.
to Vincent Jones." Right on, man. Appreciate that. And let me
So
give
I
a
say,
shout out
man.
to the United Streets of America, man. Shout out to Bright Out. Shout out to Hey Roo, man, for doing such
Mm-hmm.
amazing, wonderful work over there where they at, man. And shout out to G Lou, man. I like G Lou and Queen
Yeah,
Jean
you
over
know,
there doing their thing. Shout out to My Tribe
GD.
Rise, Project 43. Shout out to Gangster over there, started his new podcast. And man,
Mm-hmm.
an amazing Ivan Brooks had hands. Christopher Hosley. I'm trying to figure out who you are, bro, because you know a lot. You don't said a couple of things that caught my attention. Yeah, Ivan Brooks had hands, bro. He was a hand guy, man. See, now Ivan knocked out a few people, man. Yeah, but he was willing to risk it all, man, for Janellis.
Mm-hmm. So say the power of that thing, man. Is you ain't thinking. You ain't thinking with your head when you're trying to drop something off in them drawers. You ain't thinking.
Right, man.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember, man, me and Gertz was going over. We had a couple of girls over there in the mob, over there off of was it Orchard and could have what is that street on where Aiken's Story is, Big Dad?
On bullets.
No, Aiken's in the middle of the mob.
Oh, right there. Oh, yeah.
I don't know the street
I
right
don't know.
there.
Was that Cookacre somewhere around there? No,
One of them streets, man.
I know
But
the street you're
anyway,
talking about, right on the corner.
yeah, we used to go. We used to have to get out the Cadillac with the goddamn in our hand,
Yeah,
just to go see these girls. We walk in with the goddamn and walk out with them. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
nothing
I got
never
caught up in that.
happened.
Hey, you
We
remember
didn't
them? You know those
depart.
apartments right across the street from the condo swap meet?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got caught up in that motherfucker trying to go up in there and mob niggas up
they
in
call
there.
that the New Jacks.
Yeah, man. She calling me over there. She like, yeah, I live over here in the apartments. I'm like, shit, I ain't coming over there. She like, they don't
Yeah.
be out here like that. I said, you sure? She's like, yeah, just park your car at the swap meet, throughout the night. Just walk across and come up in there. I said, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna do that. Shit, I park across the street, swap meet. I run across the street. She opened up the gate. As soon as we go inside the gate, what's up, blood? Oh man, heart just dropped. I'm walking on her heel. She couldn't walk fast enough in that damn house. I'm like, Greg, yeah, I'm like shit.
Yeah, man. Right. Yeah, and you're right, Aldridge. You're right. The Grape Streets and the PJ Watts, man, in the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, it was just different, bro. It was just, that's just how it was happening. People was very reactionary when it came to that.
Yeah, because a lot of women really didn't. They wanted your
What's that?
company. They didn't really give a fuck about what was going on.
Is the door open? Hold on, Big Dad. Let me answer this
Yeah. So what's going on out there, everybody? This good old Friday. This nice payday Friday. What y'all drinking on? What y'all cooking? What y'all eating? What y'all plan is for the weekend? Well, I can't even see the damn.
Yeah,
I
them
can't even
people,
see the
them
chat stuff.
women are modern women. The modern women don't cook.
Nah.
Modern women don't cook. Prove me wrong.
See, man,
Lisa, Crystal,
they better get in there. They
Marlena,
better
do
get in
y'all
that
cook?
kitchen. They better get in that kitchen, man. Get them pots and pans jingling. Well, it's Friday, so it's
Oh, they get the day
it's
off?
free day. Yeah, free day
The free
Friday.
day.
Free day
Okay.
Friday.
Okay. God damn it, it's Friday, man. It's free.
Friday and Saturday is free. Sunday dinner.
I put the new title, man. It's called God damn it Friday, but it's also called It's Your Story. Tell it how you want to. That's gonna be a new
Yeah.
thing for me when I, start
Mhm.
introducing these guests. Man, it's your story. Tell it how you want to. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, back in the
Mhm.
day, Big Jeb, did you have a Jerry curl?
Yep.
Man,
Mm-hmm. At the Jerry Curl, shit. I used to get my hair done right there on Atlantic and Alondra. Right there in the little shopping center right there. Right
Atlantic
there.
and Alondra
Yeah, right
over
there
there by
by
the big donut,
Goldenberg.
by the
Yeah, by the
big
big
donut.
donut. Yep. The lady name was Miss Orange. I used to go in there so
Uh-huh.
much, man. Yeah. $25. She
Right
had you
on.
right.
We got a traditional woman in the chat. That's Marlena. She's cooking as we speak. Right on, Marlena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Them Jerry Curls.
Crystal
Hey,
says
the
she wants
last.
some of your barbecue, Deb.
Oh, I get down.
Yeah, Deb,
Get
get
down
in.
on that grill. I'm
He
telling
get
you.
down on the grill. He a monster on that, man. He don't get that brisket. And what's the
Yeah.
other one? What's the other one? Sir, what was that?
Tri-tip.
Tri-tip, man. Tender. Tender.
You don't even need a knife. You can just peel it apart with your hand. You
Whipple.
know.
Oh man, Christopher Housley, where I know you from, man? If you know about Whipple, if you know about Whipple, man, you must have lived in the neighborhood. Whip had hands. Whip had hands. The whippersnapper. That's why we call him the whippersnapper, man. He'll whip that stuff out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Hosley. Man, you kin to Whipple, man. Because Whipple's name is Hosley. Carl Hosley. So you Whipple's nephew or something? They had twisted minds. You think so, Aldrin? You think they mind was twisted that bad that they enjoyed that? I don't know how anybody can enjoy something like that.
What was that?
Here you go to comment right there. Read it. You know that pot
Mm-hmm.
liquor. Cornbread can't eat that for breakfast. Pot liquor.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like some of these females, they didn't really get the seriousness of the streets. They just, they didn't really care. Like I seen the female that I went to school with. You know what I'm saying? So I seen her in traffic and shit, and I gave her my number and shit. This was shit probably 93, 94. I give her my number and shit. I'm a young nigga active.
Uh-huh.
So when I find out where she live at, she live right in smack dab at the heart of the enemy here. I'm talking about, saying right there where you don't want to be. You
Uh-huh.
know what I'm saying? So she, you know, like you say, you want that booty. You don't do anything getting them draws. So she said, come over at 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. They ain't gonna be outside. I said, all right. So I jump in the car, I had a smoker take me over there. And I had him wait for me in the front. I jump out with my burner. You know what I'm saying? We go up in the house and shit, look around, everything cool. But her daddy was from the hood though. So that's why I trusted her. I'm like, okay, anything happen, you know what I'm saying? I can hold you accountable. Man, shit. About an hour later, them dudes was up in that motherfucker. They didn't see me though, but they was all walking all up and down the hallways, all through that damn apartment complex. And I'm
Wow.
like, man, how am I gonna get up out this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Cause ain't nobody up at that time of night. All the homies sleep and shit. I
Right.
called it, and the smoker dude, he paging me 911, paging me 911, 911. I'm like, shit, man. I said, man, what's going on out there? He said, man, what's all these dudes? These your friends? Cause they asking me who I'm over here for. I'm like, shit, man. She tell me you're waiting on a female. So I'm telling her like she need to go out there and try to distract them dudes, because I can't get up out this one. I'm ready to
Ah,
shoot
Big
my way up
Burger.
out this one. Ooh, burger.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Burger.
Shoot my way
Okay.
up out of here. What? You know?
Right on, Berg. Right on, man. Man. I know Whipple, man, had to be. Berg come up in his disguise. Right on, Berg. I appreciate you, loved one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be quiet before I put you in the video. Yeah, so yeah, man, that's how that be though. Cause I know now that I know Burgers and I know Burger don't have some incidents too. Right, Berg?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, I was just thinking about that, man. So here's the thing, right? Let me give y'all a little context with what we're talking about. So there's a guy named his name is Napoleon Hill, and he wrote long ago that one of man's most powerful emotions is the desire to have sex. But if he somehow harnessed that emotion and transmuted it into a monetary equivalent, he'd be that much further ahead in life. So what he was saying is that we spend so much time chasing vagina that we don't realize if we just utilize that time on building your life and putting everything in its respective context, you'll be that much further ahead. And at that point, you wouldn't have to look for it; they'll look for you. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have to even.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't chasing wouldn't even become involved because you'll be so secure, you'll be so financially stable. You know what I mean? And you'll be so like yourself now, Deb. I mean, you there. You know what I mean? But married though. But what I'm saying though, if you weren't, you'd be the perfect guy that women would go after. You know what I'm saying? Based on everything that you got going for yourself, and me vice versa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Too many. Too many. Right on, Park. You right. You right. So many. To Corey Brown, what's up? What story was I on, Corey? About Turtle? The story about in the Udema village and all that stuff. I kind of, I kind of really finished it, but sometimes I got to tell things in a way that it's not harmful or hurtful to individuals. You know what I mean? Because a lot happened, man, versus what I said, but I told it in a way that was good. I'm not saying same as fully understood the street shit is, but Crips and Bloods fighting over. Excuse me for that curse word there. They gave it value, their lives, just like man gave value to confused brothers. That's interesting. We
What was
evolved
that?
to breed and survive. Money is the new human. Money is human? Money is new to humans. Why is it new to humans? Why you figure that? Why you think that? Money has always been an exchange, a form of exchange and trade. The story,
Mm-hmm.
the story Big Man was talking about.
Root to all evil.
Uh, oh, he was talking about Big Devil's story. Oh, he's talking about your story, Big Devil. Finish your story. He's saying my story.
Oh,
What's my story?
oh, but the broad. Oh, yeah. So, uh, yeah, I waited shit till about shit 8 o'clock in the morning.
Uh
Shit,
huh.
before I had to get up out of that motherfucker. And even when I got up out of there, they still was like, I had to shit.
So
It
what
was
was the
dark in the
dude as,
motherfucker.
Deb?
Huh?
What was the
The dude
dude
that
as?
bump,
The
the
smoker
smoker,
dude.
he
Yeah.
stayed there because I had his car keys, so he won't leave me. So I took his car keys. He couldn't go nowhere. So he had to sit and wait. You know what I'm saying?
So
Because I wasn't planning on being in there
he
too
should
long.
he should have bought him a blanket then, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't planning on being in that motherfucker too long. I was going up in there just to hit and get up out of that motherfucker. But shit, by the time when I seen them, that my whole energy went to a whole other different different phase. I'm like, man, these niggas catch me up in here, it's over. You
What
know what
up,
I'm
Cynthia?
saying? It's a
We
wrap.
see you in there. Cynthia Nunn. Shout out to Cynthia Nunn. Shout out to Sylvia Nunn's Angels. Her support her foundation. She's doing the work, unlike others that I've seen that say they do the work, but I be seeing them do other stuff. But she's a real one with it. Always been about that Compton, always been doing the work with the people. Finish your story, Dave. I don't mean to interrupt you, man. Some
No, that
kind of
was it right there. Yeah,
okay.
I got up out that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
At 8 o'clock in the
Shit,
morning.
8 o'clock in the morning. So I think I got there like around 2.
Uh-huh.
But but it's just the point that shit, the risk that I took to go over there.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Had them niggas seen me walking up, it would have been over.
Hey
Now
man.
I was eating, but I would have made it up out of there.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Just for
Uh,
I didn't even get no ass. I couldn't even hit once I started seeing the nigga. That you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's it. My whole
that part of it left. You
I
had
was
other
survival mode.
concerns now.
Yeah. You know that everybody that I'm looking walking past, they doing their own thing because they don't know I'm in there. So I'm
Uh-huh.
like, oh, such and such, they go such and such, and she like, all these dudes, all them, man, I know all them niggas, man, I know them all. You know what I'm saying? You niggas go kill a nigga if they see me over here.
They know you was in there, huh? They didn't know that
Yeah,
part.
yeah, man. She like all calm and cool, and you know what I'm saying. Well, call this person. I'm calling homie. Motherfuckers up in the bed sleep. I couldn't get a hold of nobody. Plus, back then, I didn't know numbers and shit by heart. So I'm going through my pager shit trying to get numbers, but we never had our phone number in the page. We always used codes. We never
Yeah, that's
used
what
phone numbers and
everybody
shit.
did.
Yeah, so I'm like, damn, I can't figure out not one motherfucking number. You know what I'm saying? Smoker dude, shit, they stayed up in there. When I came out, shit, he was up. He
He ready to
tweaking
go,
like
huh?
about. Yeah, I said, man, start this motherfucker up, put the pedal
He
to the
probably
metal, nigga.
he probably told you give him a wake up before he pull off.
Oh yeah, I had to. I gave him a shit. I gave him a wake up, shit, and a put back to sleeper. You know what I'm saying? That was my personal taxi. You know how you have that one smoker that you can just rely on.
Uh-huh.
Man, he done took me all over the world, man, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He'd call me
He
early
was
in the
there.
morning. You need a ride? I mean, I need a
He was,
ride. I mean,
he was there.
shit. Yeah, but he didn't look like a smoker. That's why the nigga was on it. I'm like, damn, if they do something to him, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no ride now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stay here and shit. I'm gonna have to call mine. Somebody finna come get him up for my brother, somebody. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to Jeb. Shout out to you,
Yeah.
JFG. Corey Brown. You like that story, huh, Corey? Who
Man, I couldn't
attacked
do nothing to her.
you?
That
That's
was
right.
the homie. That was the homie daughter and shit. So she like, man, can we call my? You know, she couldn't call her daddy because I was sneaking over there and shit. You know, he'd
Hey
have been
man,
hiding up over
they
there to his
funny in the
daughter.
chat, man. They saying hood taxi, Uber geeks.
Man, for real. None of them smokers us back then. They're taking they wherever you can let them wherever.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Shit,
They would
take you
risk
to
it
food,
all too, man. You
risk it
know.
all, man. You know, for that cabbie, that good old white cabbie, man. We had that good cabbie over there on our side, man. Yeah, come out. He said, man, I just took my last hit, man. I would go, man. What you was in there doing? I said, nigga, I was in
Like,
there
share, and
packing, nigga.
subscribe, y'all, man. Please do, man. I appreciate it, man. Hit them goddamn it buttons, y'all. This is goddamn it Friday, man. That's
Yeah.
it's Any questions in the chat room? Any questions?
Mhm.
They probably waiting on Big Dale to tell another vagina story.
Oh man, shit. Hey man, I got there's a how you always have one bad experience, man. It's that one
Right, 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 right.
man. I was a teenager and this be this older lady and shit. Well, you always got one older woman in your neighborhood that just everybody want. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I used to always see her, walking to the store with her little short pants on and tight pants and shit.
She was
Want to carry the
enticing
bag.
folks, huh?
Yeah. And then I was a little, little mature, had little hair, peach fuzz on my face, and I used to always walk. Every
Shout
time I
out to
see her,
Rare.
I'd be on my bike walking her to the store. She,
Uh-huh.
boy, what you doing, boy? What you walking to the store? You know what's happening? When you gonna let me come over there? Boy, I ain't finna mess with you, boy. You're a little kid. Shit, I'm 18. I'm lying like a motherfucker. I was like probably like 16, 17. I said I'm 18. Oh, okay. Well, and
What- See what
her
Crystal
son,
say.
he said, yeah, why is the
The G Lou show. What's up, big homies? What's up, G Lou? What's up,
oh
man?
no,
Twisted minds.
disconnect the battery. Disconnect the hot tape wire on the battery for 30 seconds and connect it back. Yeah, you gotta disconnect the battery, Lisa. Yeah, so she used to smoke weed too, so I had the weed sucker. I used to give her free weed and all kind of shit. So she had hit me up and shit like, hey, come bring me some weed.
Uh-huh.
So I bring her some weed and shit. She was loaded and shit. She drank and smelled alcohol all on her face and
Marlena
shit.
Williams said, "Hey, Miss Parker."
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Miss Parker. Miss Parker.
Yeah.
So shit, man. I went up in that motherfucker. She had just came back from the club. I think I told Kev Mack this story too. But yeah, she had just came back from the club, man. And I'm kissing all on her and everything. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no condom, no nothing, man. I'm finna go raw. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in. I'm going in hot, buddy, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So she go upstairs, come back downstairs, pull her pants down. Man, she had a long motherfucking tissue hanging up out her motherfucking ass, man.
Oh no.
Tissue like a, as she laid on the couch. I said, damn. You know what I'm saying? But I still had to take it down. I ain't gonna lie, I took it down. Fuck it. So I had to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, both of y'all
Shit.
belong to the streets.
I had to get that, man. I had to tell the homies about that, but I was not never go by it. But yeah, by all any means, man, I was getting in that. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I lasted every bit of 35 seconds up in that motherfucker too, man. 4, 5 struggles, I was done. Out of there.
Be sure to
Out of
press
there,
the thumbs
man.
up on it in the way to the chat room, man. Eugene Washington, shout out to you. Gregory, shout out James. What's good with y'all, man? Glad to have
Yeah.
y'all here. Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Postman. You know the vibe. Click that notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. So when that dope content hit, it'll feel like the first of the 15th, man. Y'all remember the money counters back in the day? I used to have them. They That's how I went, man.
Yeah,
It's your
hell
story,
yeah.
Big Dev. Tell it how you was too, man.
Man, she the finest motherfucker in the hood, man. I'm saying, man, she's the finest woman on our side of town. You know what I'm saying? The next day, I couldn't wait to tell all the homies. I said, nigga, I hit that. Hey, nigga, you bullshit, you lying. The next time I seen her, man, she ain't say one word to me, man. Broke my little young heart. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Act like it never even happened and shit. I'm all at the
Oh
door like a
no,
little
Big
puppy.
Dev.
Yeah, I'm at the door like a little puppy and shit, knocking on the door. Who is it? It's me. Shit, she ain't come to the door. You know, now I want to rob the door. Man, I'm gonna rob this bitch, man. I'm fuck it, man. I'm gonna do something to her motherfucking bitch. You gotta get out of my hood now. now
You
sex trip.
mad?
I'm gonna do
You
something.
mad? Huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna beat your son up when I see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, treat it like it's the first and the 15th, man.
Yeah, man, broke my little young heart, man. Had me mad, man. But I'm like, that's gonna be my girl. Shit, grown ass
You had
woman.
already prearranged it in your head, huh?
Yeah, I got fresh the next day. I starched my khakis up. I'm like, yeah, I'm creased my shit down. I said, yeah, I'm
Skunk,
finna go to the hop.
you see what
Yeah, she's
Skunk
like,
Dog say, right?
yeah. She got a brace. I'm trying to, yeah, yeah. I said, nigga, I'm finna go over here early in the morning. Catch
Hey
it.
man, but again back to some of the wars that occurred, man, was often, behind vagina. True enough, but what was problematic about it is that fact. You have a chick, right? Say for instance, she from my neighborhood. She go with one of my homies, right? They clicking and doing their thing, right? They fall out, right? And then decide to really not deal with each other. But that's why I never really liked women to be from the hood, because once they fall out with the homie, then they go outside of the hood and get a dude that you be like really feuding with. You know what I mean? And they be
Yeah.
start dating him, and then they be wanting they be the females be wanting it to be okay. It's
Yeah.
not okay. It
Mm-hmm.
can't be okay. I mean, because it's too much involved. You know what I mean? And I understand that all of it's wrong. All of it's wrong, but you got to understand. But in the heat of a moment, when you in that circle of awareness, to that whatever degree that you in it, it gets volatile, very volatile. And I don't think a lot of the young women understand that, or they just don't care. You know,
They don't care.
because you got to be able to think. You know,
Then they
He's
just sharing
Rab
information and
said
all
we
that
had a
shit.
few in our hood shaking our head. you know,
Huh?
Rab, that's Rab,
Mm-hmm.
Roberta and Candy's brother.
Oh, yo. Ain't is that? Oh no, that ain't. Is his brother? Is that Walter? Brother, little brother Walter?
Yeah, him and Walt be together.
Yeah, yeah. I went to school with Walter.
Yeah, yeah, him and Walt be together.
Yeah, I went to Landwood with him. Landwood and Hospital. I think he
What
did
up,
go to
what up,
Hospital.
Matthew? What's going on with you, man? Check it in, check it in. UK, London, check it in. Cynthia still in the chat, or she left?
Mm-hmm. I just don't like the ones that you get into it with a nigga and they say, "Well, I'm finna call my homie."
Uh-huh.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's right there. That's a red light right there. Never tell no man you finna call anybody.
Darren
You
say
just
he
keep
got a
that.
story about Gertch, how he saved his life. Yeah, Cynthia, you still there? So, Cynthia, tell us a story, Cynthia. Jump in the chat. Do I need to send you a link?
Mhm.
There you go, Cynthia. Right there, Cynthia. You can jump on that right there.
I was there last night on Skip
What's up,
on
Eugene?
Skip channel.
I don't know. Whatever story you got. She talking about what story?
Mhm.
You giving yourself away. Something like that. Double time. Yeah. DC ignition might not recognize the key. Try to disconnect the battery, like Devil said. Yeah, you got to disconnect the battery.
Yeah, it'll reset it. For at least 30 seconds.
Yeah. So now Cynthia laughing. Yeah, you know, Big Dev is a mechanic. He know. Yeah, you driving a computer. Yeah, definitely. Most cars are definitely computers nowadays, Lisa.
Mm-hmm. That's
That
the worst
they
thing
are.
they did too, man. That's the worst thing they did.
Yeah.
Chips in them keys,
It's
computers in these
goddamn it
cars.
Friday, y'all.
Mm.
So, Big Deb, you working tomorrow, man? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm working tomorrow at 5 in the morning to 2:30, I think. So I think
Matthew, Matthew, want to know, was you a blood or a crip, Big Deb?
I was a crip, man. I was a Linwood crip. You know what I mean?
You got to go in there
1996,
and listen to
man.
some of Big Deb's stories, man. He got
Yeah.
some amazing stories on both my platform and Kev Mac. So go look for Big Deb, man. Listen to some of the things he had to say. You'll definitely learn who he is and what he had to go through to get to where he at now, man. You know, amazing, amazing. Rob Chisholm and Heron got into it over a female. Yeah, I can imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the females, man.
Yeah, Max Peterson. Yeah, you're right, Max. You know, the best of homeboys get into it. You know, I remember Edson. Edson from Faru stabbed Bebop over Sharita. Cynthia knows Sharita. Right, Cynthia? Edson got mad.
I remember I was fucking with her homegirl, Shiny Rue. She had me all up in the 60s. Man. Oh,
He keep calling Marlena beige and butterscotch. She said, "Yep."
yeah.
He said 98%. That's a high percentage, Darren. They the biggest players. Matthew say they biggest players, man. I don't know, man. I think it's
The women.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wait a
man. You
minute,
talk
Dad.
to you
Was
about
you
your
on
drawers
that
out your
accident
pockets.
a couple of days ago? Was you on the accident a couple of days ago, Deb, on the train?
Which one? Nah, was we talking about the one in San Bernardino or Riverside?
I don't know. He asked the question. That's what Craig Moore asked. He'll probably
Oh,
say it in a minute.
mm, I heard
Give
it
me
was one in
the
Cape Kennedy.
Lisa say, just give her old bucket back.
Mm, yeah, I mean, and too, a lot of these women be turning these dudes out and be getting them involved, getting them hooked on drugs too.
Hey man, I seen not too long ago, man. I'm not gonna say his name, man, but anyway, this girl had a dude, right? They was at a motel, and he allowed her to film him, and he actually put on her heels and her skirt or something, man, and she
Oh
filmed it.
wow,
He didn't know it, you know.
that's
Dad, was you
crazy.
at Linwood High in '83 and '84?
No, I didn't get to Landwood until 1990.
1990. Okay. Yeah, he said he think it was Northridge.
Oh no, I didn't go out there. I heard about it though. Fatality.
Women are discreet with it. They can choose who they sleep with. Men can't.
Uh-huh.
Joe Farrell, what's happening, man? Yeah. Most of the time when I was at got Compton juggling by the old swap meet, Walmart, damn near all the drama was about women. Yes, he said,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Reggie Boo? Yeah, everybody know Boo, man. That is she's, did you know Reggie Jr.'s wife, Boo? Yeah, we know, as he called her, Teresa. Yeah, we know Boo, man. She was Gil's sister, Gil Bone from Inwood.
From a Gil from Compton in hood.
Yeah,
Yeah, light skinned him.
yeah.
Yeah. He stayed over there. Yeah, I ran into him. He stayed over there in Linwood neighborhood.
In that
Yeah.
greenhouse on the corner.
Right, yeah. We jumped out on him and shit. Thought he was one of them dudes over there. Yeah.
He met Gertz over a female. Gertz had all of it. Gertz was thug passion back then, man. The P is power. Y'all should know. Y'all understand before y'all try
Yeah,
to do
fine.
us.
Yeah, true. I got a
That's what.
homie who his
Hey, look
whole
what
life
Cynthia.
changed.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here you go. This is what Cynthia said.
Yes, proud. Y'all should understand that before y'all try to do this. Yeah, superpower. Telling you, then turn one of the strongest dudes I know, and man, then whipped it on him so bad, man,
Made him
and got
soft and better
on
Katie
drugs.
doctor's cop now.
He ain't snapped back yet, man. And Chief done fell all out. He on
I've
drugs.
seen dudes like that, Dale. I seen dudes.
Man, I mean,
Somebody
damn, it's
stole your
good.
somebody stole your IG and Facebook account. God damn it.
It's powerful, but man, I ain't. I'm not for the.
Oh
They
yeah,
ain't
back
that
when he
weak
had the
to get him
Magnum
on
and the
drugs.
Jag. Yeah, right on. What I think about the Alpo, I think something about that was very strange. I ain't been able to I got my boy Hey Rule, he follow all that stuff. He does a lot of research, background research and especially when it comes into he's following the Atlanta child murders, so he do all that stuff. So he's been giving me some feedback on it. So I'll be probably talking about Alpo in a couple of days ago once I get everything lined up in my head. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was some unusual circumstances behind his death. You know what I mean? And well, let me put it this way: they're saying that he may even been working for them people, and they just, it came to a point where he was no longer needed. So they figured out a way to rid themselves of him. That's with some of my people. You know what I mean?
That's what I was saying because you see the bullet holes in the window. You see how precision they is. How you know
Yeah,
what I mean. Normally when you shoot up a car, it's bullet holes everywhere, all over the car.
everywhere,
But them five,
everywhere.
6 shots
Yeah, they all
was like
centered.
a
They all
marksman. It was
centered.
a marksman. Yeah. The
Yeah,
chickens always come home to roost, man.
always.
You do something dirty to somebody, man. The streets, like you say, the streets is undefeated,
Right. The
and that's a
streets are
prime
undefeated,
example
man.
of the streets. You do your own, homie,
They was a tight
behind some
group.
drugs.
Cutmore, what's up with you, man? We just chilling, man. Atlantic child murders. I still think the Klan did it, not Wayne. Yeah, and that's what my boy, Hey Rue, he actually got a real good he got a real thing on that, man. He can lay it out for you, man. Once you get listening what he has to say about it, yeah, you put everything into question, even the government, everything. The police department, you put them all right there front and center, man. You know,
Yeah, that's crazy.
karma has no deadline. You're right. Karma don't have no expiration date, bro. There's no expiration date when it comes to karma.
Yeah.
Yeah, support the platform by hitting the like button. That's a simple thing. Hey, likes are for free, man. Real, they for free. Wow, that's pretty. Wait a minute. Let me see what he's saying. What is that he's saying, Dale?
So they say for every woman that get horny, a brother died. Uh, I mean, you got death going on every minute of the day. So, I mean, it could be
It's
true, but
not necessarily related to that, though.
yeah. I mean, but got women horny every minute of the day, death every minute of the day. So, Guess you can tie those two together.
Why? Wait a minute. He said, why do Crips in L.A. act so different to Compton and Long Beach Crips? What do you mean by that? Culturally, culturally we're different, and L.A. politics is different from Compton. Compton. Let me tell you something about Compton, man. Just in case you didn't know. Compton might fuss and fight and feud amongst each other, but let somebody else come after him, and you'll see quickly how Compton do.
Yeah. I think it's like more of a like upbringing. It's a
Well,
like
welcome,
I say,
of
yeah. When I,
course.
when I,
Welcome to
it's
the
like it's
Carmen
like
Cafe, where there are no menus. You are
mm,
served with what you deserve. That's it.
'cause I noticed that growing up, Long Beach dudes, I mean, the way they talk, the way they walk, the way they dress, they whole style, they whole slang, they got their own slang. It's like LA dudes.
Right.
You know, Compton, Watts, Landwood pretty much, you know,
Yeah, we pretty
have
much
the
follow the
same
same path.
same slang, same
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
structure like
Right.
OGs, BGs, TGs, shit like that. You know. LA, I never heard anybody in LA gangs. I never really heard anybody use those terms like baby gangsters, tiny gangsters. You know what I mean? Or G's, of course, but I never even heard them break it down like that.
Yeah. I mean, the woman was asleep with the man to set him up. Many brothers in the cemetery not knowing it was over a female. I don't know. I'm guess there's probably some scenarios like that, but I wouldn't say it's a big percentage. Different structure. You're right.
Mhm.
Crystal, factual. What they are trying to do to us today with that shot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't want the jab, But you know what? Good thing about trucking, it's like working remotely, and we exempt from it. I heard Raymond Washington was killed by Hoovers. Someone said he was killed by the black guy who was killing the prostitutes. What's your opinion? I believe that I don't have no opinion on that. You know what I mean? Because often opinions are wrong, and I like to be factual. I deal with facts, data, statistics, and observable reality. That's what I function on. That's just what I do. As to the opinion of it, I've heard multiple opinions, but do I agree with them? Nah, I think there's still some work to be done on that to solve that situation. His last name is a strong, recognized as a strong West African name. Okay, hell's no fury without the woman scorn. Yeah, the spook that sat by the door just joined us. Yeah. Okay. So, what do you guys, man? Honest opinion. I brought this up the other night. What do you guys think about what you saw with that Snoop Dogg stuff and his 50th birthday party? To me, it was how can I say it without being vulgar or being mean spirited? I think it was a marketing scheme. I think it was definitely planned in the way it was planned, and they wanted the right look. So they put it together. You know what I mean? I think Snoop won on it, but from people on the outside, say for instance, people live in France, they live in England, they live in Norway, they live in wherever at other countries, right? They already recognize Snoop as an icon, as a rap god or whatever, or somebody that's well known in the rap game, right? Many years he's been there, right? So, and they also know that observable reality once again that he's from Long Beach and he's claimed to be Long Beach 20 Crip, right? So now, moving forward, you got Snoop in a setting with Crips from just about everywhere, and they all giving him praise and saying You know how he took it on the world global stage and all this stuff. But yet we see Snoop. He cooks with Martha Stewart. He's got all these different commercials and different things. He's about that life when it comes to entertainment, right? So I think that what you saw that time was a form of entertainment to me because he took that moment and utilized it in a way that will benefit him. I don't know if it's going to necessarily benefit the individuals that were there. I don't agree with what they did, but who am I? I'm Professor Melly Mel. Okay, that's it. And I'm not mad at them or anything, but I think that just like politicians, just like entertainers, they can take average and regular people and use them in a way that they don't know that they're being used. Okay, because you in a feel good moment. It's like headyism. Headyism is when you become drunken by the moment and the things that are occurring within that moment. You don't realize that you actually being played. I just seen, the lady a while back when she took the Asia Brown from Compton Mirror. She took this really huge picture with all the Crips and Bloods and how she's going to put Compton back together, give them all jobs and all that. She took that picture and sent it to Obama, to Obama and them. And this is what I'm saying. When you take these pictures, because media control a lot of things, and you send people a picture or you send them show them something, they believe that you actually the one are in control of that whole circumstance. And they give you all the credit because you took up the initiative to set all these people in one space, take a picture and say, hey, look at me. It's like grandstanding. So that's the way I see it. And I always said Snoop has done more to bring down the black image than in bringing up against the pimp, Rasta man, etc. He helps destroy, not build. Interesting point. Let's see what else. So, what do you guys think about my point, Professor? What you think about OG Frog saying Raymond was a shooter? I think that Frog is really out of his element. See, because again, observable reality. Sometimes people think about it's like what's going on inside Frog mind may exist in Frog's mind, but don't really exist nowhere else. Let's leave it at that. Okay, that was whack. What was whack, bro? Every station got there, get down. Rest in peace to my big homie, Lil Bob. Right on, man. Shout out to Big Lil Bob, man. Shout out to Bob.
Jungles, man. Shout out
Yeah,
to the jungles.
shout out to Bob, man. Blue
Shout out
carpet,
to T.
man.
Rogers, man. I got peoples over there.
Man, T. Rogers, man. I used to talk to him on regular, man. Many people died behind the Crip name and made it entertainment. Yeah, so man, it was just kabuki theater, man. Kabuki theater at best. I love you, big homie, from my homie, big homies. I must respect this. I must respectfully disagree. Well, tell me how you disagree, bro. I'm willing to listen to that. See, you only disagreeing because if you look at it, right, put it in this context. You want to disagree based on Crip. See, often labels are sticky. And when somebody's offended at the label that you believe in, you automatically start protecting the label. Okay, peel the label off. Get rid of the label, okay? Because the label that you're protecting is a construct. It's a construct. It comes from mercurial. Mercurial is something that's unpredictable and happens all of a sudden. It has a mood, a mind swing, or change. That's what both of those entities come from, whether it's Damu or Kiwe. So when you start protecting it in a way, you really you're doing yourself harm, bro. You got to remove yourself away from that and then stand back on the outside and look at it. So I'm saying that to say this, that if he's going to do something for black people, understand, black people, melanation, melanated, why shout out all this blue stuff, blue this, blue that, blue that, blue this, blue that? Okay? Why couldn't you bring everybody together? Whether if you really want to be about that life and you really want to be that activist, bring them all together. Bring the red, bring the blue, purple, whatever. Bring them all together and set them down and let's make a plan. So, damn, man, you hit the point, bro. Marketing scheme. Yeah, it's a marketing scheme, but let me see. The spook that sat by the door, he said he disagreed. Hey, you're entitled to disagree, but I think
I
you
think
miss,
that,
you're missing a point.
yeah, I think that
I
he
think he
did it
genuinely
because it was
loves
his
Philly, you're
birthday.
right? But
Yeah,
sometimes that's what about love black people? Black people are dying at alarming rate. Black people are killing black people, right? He knows how to market. You're right, Craig Moore. He knows how to market. Snoop is in the industry, a hood puppet. That's it. Support the platform, like the movie Colors, right? That party had a great photo op. Yes, it was. Drop the mic, man. Did you? I wasn't there, man. You know what I mean? I can't lure
I'm
me
not
into
sure.
something like that. Just like I told the homies when they went and took the picture with the mirror. I knew what the mirror intent was all because I know politicians. I read about them. I study them. I understand what they do. I understand that they lie to you. They're gonna lie to you.
They're like used car salesmen.
Exactly.
They tell you everything that's good about the car, but they ain't gonna tell you that when you pull off and you try to turn, the power steering fluid gonna be leaking. You know,
Mel, what did he have to gain? He had to gain everything because guess what? Around the world, people around the world, forget about the people here. Don't forget about them, but let's take them out the equation. If you got the people around the world convinced that you the godfather of Crips or you the dog father, whatever, they're going to refer to you. They're going to deal with you directly. And if there's any monies that's allocated to the communities or resources that go into the community, they believe they need to run it through him before they can get it to you. So I think it just he should set up some type of a committee or set up some type of funding or resources or put it together where everybody can be involved. Don't just sit around and praise him, man. It was like putting himself on the throne like he took or Raymond or Mac Thomas or something. I don't know. He went back in time, bro. We passed that already. It's 2021.
did it seem like he was
Yep,
trying to
you're
say that
right.
he was the creep
You're
of all
right, man.
Crips?
The homie Bop was killed over a female, man. Listen, Dan, I saw the film. I saw all that. I saw everything about that.
Yeah, I was following Bop on IG. He was a cool dude, man.
Yeah. Snoop tried to evade the Snoop lion, but the real monster, yeah, he did, man. Exploitation films from the late '60s on, yeah. Well, you know my sister and brothers, Shantae and Leonard from Compton. I probably do, bro. I know people gonna have difference of opinion and different point of view about this stuff, man. But it's all just like again observable reality. But once again, man, if you peel off the label, you peel off the label. As much as I want to, uphold and say this, man, but I can't because my principle now. I think universally. I think infinite instead of finite. Finite is something that you could set in a box or something that you could just literally just, but infinite is forever, you know? And when you get into that type of spirit and when you start thinking on those terms, man, you realize how localized your thinking was prior. You know what I mean? You want to get away from that, man. In order to grow, you got to get away from that. You can't go forward by looking in the rearview mirror.
I never, somebody was telling me, said, man, we never even seen J.O. Felony on the song with
He
Snoop
say,
Dogg.
wait a minute. They say it's not really a label, Professor. It's made of an opinion. Yeah. Okay. That's it, Mel. I think you looking too deep into it. It was just a birthday party. Well, if it was just a birthday party, it was just a birthday party. They read a whole Crip mantra that had a lot of disrespect in it, man. And I'm not condemning anybody for reading it, but what I'm just saying, man, was that necessary? Again, the whole world saw that. I'm looking in too deep if the whole world is looking at that. Did you hear the words from the mantra? Did you hear what Rockhead was saying? Did you hear what any of those cats? I'm just saying, man, you know, I call balls and strikes. Foxy Brown, Pam Taylor. Hi, Professor. What's up, Pam? You are late. Yashua. Yeah, Yashua, you late, man.
Salam.
See, because here's the thing. This is the thing, right? And I talked about this the other night. 1% control the world. 4% are puppets. 5% are woke. 90% are sleep. But we got the 5% trying to wake up the 90%. I am part of that 5%. I can't speak for nobody else. You know, each individual get to speak because every man is responsible for his own disposition. You think Deb got to where he's at being sleep? The man is a local engineer, 19 years, solidified. That makes him a thinker. That makes him a well-rounded individual. That made him go outside his comfort zone. He was able to peel the label off and go do what he needed to do in order to be supportive of the family structure that he's in. You understand? So when you're able to do that, then you can get past some things. Yeah, man, I talk to people from all hoods, man. I don't care, man. I love my villains. You know what I mean? Swanee Farr and Chromium from Villain, cats from the 20s. One of my best partners, man. My best partner, man, is a dude named Gerald Hunter. They call him Geek. He from the Biddy. Nobody has never did what he did for me. Nobody. You understand? And I'm not gonna put his business out there because the man was rich. He didn't ask no questions. He just did it. You understand? So I'm just saying, man, you when you just limit yourself to just a street, a corner, or a group, or color, or whatever, that's on you, man. Because the only limitations anyone ever have are the ones you place on yourself or you allow others to place on you. I just don't happen to be that individual. And Cynthia, you know what I'm talking about. Cynthia, right on, Cynthia. I appreciate you. You're right, Cynthia. I look at things, I call balls and strikes. Now, people may not like what I'm saying. They can disagree. They can do all that. But I stand on what I believe in. Bankers run the world.
Bankers and credit run the world.
Yep. A picture of 20 years from now and fool people in the future. You're right. Well said. Thank you, man. Yeah, you got to see outside the box, man. Because if you always in the box, man, then that means you boxed in. Your thinking is boxed in. The way you feel is boxed in. Everything, man. Always remember, man, the moment you accept a label or something that identify you as such is really placing yourself in a limited capacity. But if you're just able to say, okay, wait a minute, I don't want the label right now, but let me learn the information. Let me learn the information first, and then we'll deal with the label later. That's how we should all be. That's how we should all be, you know. You disagree, agree, Deb. I don't let you out, man. I'm talking too much. Let Big Deb talk some.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, shit. I mean, I look at it from both ways too, though, because I mean, I can see that he gave a birthday party and he want Crips there.
True.
You know, but at the same time, you know, it was Crips there that rap that, you ain't never, put on your music. You ain't never, looked out for them and helped them out, but you want to use them as a prop, to boost your, you know,
Right.
energy level up, to
He
make everybody think that you a crip of all
he go
crips.
Yahshua Muhammad, right on, bro. I appreciate you. He go another identifier there. A good. This is a good identifier. Out of all the people there, how many Long Beach Crips were there? I'll wait.
I think I seen Trey D. I seen the other little youngster. I think he from Insane. The dude be rapping. I forgot his D Flame. I follow him. Yeah, I seen him there. I think another dude from 20s was there, and that was it. That all, people that I know. I mean
So
that I
if
recognize.
the core of what you believe in and where you come from, wouldn't you expect at least 25 to 50 of your dudes would have been there?
Yeah, that would have set a bigger. That would have set a bigger stage for Long Beach, for your city.
Right.
You know, but I seen that. I mean, this is what I took out of it too, is that it was good seeing um, G's from all over Crips. Like, a lot of them that I knew from different hoods that used to beef and kill. I mean, they still doing it now, but just G's from those hoods being under one roof. That was a good look. You know what I mean? But what's the
So
angle after the party? What angle did you
so
take after that? I mean,
so good point, Darren. Good
if you're
point
gonna try to put
about the
together
pimp
some,
thing because yeah, it's right. It is an old pimp technique, and Snoop
yeah,
have always prided himself being around pimps or wanting to learn what pimps do and how they do it. He's always enjoyed that. Not that
yeah,
wasn't going to happen, and you know that, Professor. What wasn't going to happen, Marlena?
yeah. I think that he should have more. Yeah, he should have more zombies there, but so you can't. I can't. So
There was no ETGs
some dudes,
there. That's good. Exactly, big deal.
yeah, it was some A-Trays there.
Uh huh.
It was some A-Trays there. I seen Sea Dog. I seen Lil Spike, Hucklebuck from A-Tray. They was there.
I wonder, was there any Hoovers there? Was there?
I ain't
I
seen the
just,
Hoovers
I,
that I know.
I'm just about black people now, man. I don't know, man. That's just where I see things now. And I
I think
can't go
that
back. I can't go back on that. You know what I mean? Being that I know what I know, I learn what I learned, I study what I study, and all the things that I know, man, it won't allow me to just,
I think
go
that
back, go back.
I think that a lot of these rappers that's Crips and Bloods that got resources, they need to do more hands on to their communities or to the far as the black people, our
Uh
people. They
huh.
got the resources. They got the resources.
Uh
You
huh.
know what I mean? They need to be reaching out to put the plan together to bring some politicians and community leaders all sit down under the table and trying to help the youth and stop the gang violence. If they was more
Uh huh.
proactive in that stance, then when they do things like that and throw parties like that, everybody would be for it because we know that he's actually for our people. You know what I mean? He's
Uh huh.
actually for, the community, not no, photo op type of thing,
Uh
because, like Cynthia Nutt, she got her thing going over there in Compton. You got the ceasefires, you got, second call, a lot of these
Yeah, but
different
and that's
projects,
true. But there, if you are activist, right? You're
uh,
an activist, and somebody trying to allocate some funds, some resources to your activism or to your nonprofit, and they see
mm,
you in such a setting saying the
mm,
things you're saying, how can they deal with you?
right, yeah, yeah, right, exactly, because they're gonna be like they're gonna be turned off by that and say, well, shit, he's promoting what we're trying to stop.
Exactly.
Right,
Exactly.
right,
So that's why Cynthia, like William Welch has a school with over 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my cousin William Will. Cynthia has a Sylvia Nuns Angels, right? Nonprofit.
Right.
Heavenly and Victor, they have My Tribe Rise. You know what I mean? You can't go back to whatever you were if you expect to continue to do the work in the community. You just can't.
Right. Yeah. It's like people like that that's hands on with their community.
Uh-huh.
You know, we need people like Snoop Dogg and all these big high profile people, you know, that got, you know, resources to help the people, you know. Not be for self, not be,
Uh-huh.
self-centered shit. Like, I'm just gonna, do this for myself. Like I say, I never seen Snoop on the album with Jail Felony. I never seen him on the album with a lot of those, rappers that was there, or, or something like that. But, I don't know what's happening behind closed doors, but, I ain't never seen him on the album with them dudes. But, you know, we got a lot of people that claim Crip and Blood that's in the industry, but I don't see a lot of them getting back. The
Well,
main
man,
thing is job opportunities. If you give these young dudes some,
that is
create
good,
some
man.
jobs, you need some opportunities to,
I'm gonna
saying,
follow
to take care
Cynthia
of
right
your family.
now. Yeah, man, because if you provide opportunity, you provide jobs. See, that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's a lack of
right.
resource in our community. Now, and I know a lot of these young cats are going to have to take their hands and show them and just literally say, hey, man, we need
Mm-hmm.
this, that, and a third, right? And, and they'll get it. You know what I mean? But if we don't come together, man, and do it together, because here's the thing, most of this stuff was started out of groups. So it must end on the group. No. You know what I'm saying? Can't
Right.
one individual shut it down or take it away. Everybody has to be involved. All hands on deck is what I say.
Yeah. Now he started that football league, which is good because
That's a but that's a
keep your
tax write off for him, there. Tax
yeah,
write.
yeah, exactly, yeah, right. But we need to be talking to these active gang bangers,
Uh-huh.
the ones that's getting out of prison, the ones that's in youth authority, the ones that's in juvenile camps.
Yeah, I
You know
didn't
what I
know
mean?
that Marlena that have that wrote a lot for Snoop. So cool. I
And
like
they
I like
need.
when he said he didn't put your dress on the Breakfast Club, though.
Yeah.
Nah, you didn't see none of them on that. You didn't even see none of them when he threw the party with the celebrities. So that
Oh
he
yeah,
know
that's what
what
I'm
he's
saying.
doing.
See, that would have been a good time to mix the G's, the OGs, Crips, with the
Uh-huh.
celebrities. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that everybody can
let
network,
them
and you know what
mingle.
I'm
Let
saying?
them
Right,
mingle.
let them mingle, let
Because
them network
all the
because
people think they he did the same thing that Big Yo do. They made everybody got
yeah,
to check in with Snoop now to make sure it's all right.
yeah. But you're maxing, you're mingling, and you know what I mean. You got all these, you got the movie stars, and it's the big picture is we all black. Now you're a black actor, I'm a black, ex gang member, ex gang banger. You know what I mean? Let's network. Let's start something. Fuck around and buy a whole, start your own football league. Stuff like that. I don't know, but shit. I'm not gonna have a party for the Crips, and then why the Crips can't mingle with the others? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey man, all these people got way more in common than they do not in common. That's all what I always say. It don't matter what your color is or
Right.
what words you choose to
Mhm. Just like
explain
your
your
enemy,
position.
just like your so-called enemy. You could be gunning at each other through your youth, your adolescent years, and then when you get grown and you sit down, you talk to this dude, you figure out, shit, y'all got a lot of shit in common. You know, like
Yeah,
the same football team, you got a lot of stuff in common, and
yeah,
it's like that.
yeah. Well, shucks, Jeb. We've been on here an hour and 30, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Chat room. I appreciate all you guys in the mail room. sorting the mail, getting the information, and just listening to, the dialogue or the monologue that me and Big Dad was having. And I appreciate all you guys, Crystal, Gregory, Matthew, so cool, Marlena, Devon Cutmore, Craig Moore, you know what I mean? Cynthia Nunn, shout out to Cynthia Nunn and everything she's doing. Support that brand, support her foundation, She's doing the Crystal, most definitely, Pam, Aldrich, shout out to all you guys, man. Everybody in the chat room. I appreciate you, all you guys. I love you. And I don't want you to be happy. I want you to be unreasonably happy in your lives. And I want you to continue to prosper and grow and just be the best version of yourself, man. You know what I mean? And don't worry about the labels so much. Don't get caught up in these labels and don't get caught up in things that just because you see everybody doing something doesn't make it correct. Big Deb, shout out to Big Deb and all the things he's doing. Me and Big Deb will be getting together. Possibly a Big Deb, he works so much. I don't know when I can ever catch him. He works so much.
I'm on the way to the house right now to give them good old tuna sandwiches, man. The wife and hook me up, man.
I need to go get a tri-tip and drop it off.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, shout out to everybody for joining us tonight. We appreciate you. Professor Melly Mel, the Hood Postman. It's your story. Tell it how you want to tell it. That's my new slogan. It's your story. Tell it how you want to tell it. So when that dope content hit, it'll feel like it's the first and 15. Until then, you know the vibe. And we are out. You got anything to say going out there?
Oh shit, man. Just be safe, man. Hope all is well with everybody. Holidays coming up, man. Be safe. Watch your surroundings. You know what I mean? And peace and blessings to everybody.
Cool. I'll be talking to you soon, Cynthia. I'll be talking with you soon, and we'll figure this thing out, no doubt. Okay. All right, Deb. Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Hit me up, Deb, when you're ready.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.